Alrighty, so we're going to be adding another light here off of another light that's controlled by a switch for this area of the cellar. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We pulled our wire through a hole. I'm going to see if I can move it through this one here. I can get through this one. And the light is going to be right over here so people don't hit their heads on it. Then we'll bring it through this hole here. Okay, so now we're ready to staple a couple staples up here. I'll bring it to this spot. Bring it over here. And one back in here. Okay, so now we are ready to on our box up here. We're going to use this one. So I'm going to open up a little place here to slip the wire through. What's nice about this drill, it has an LED light in it. Okay, so we will rip our outer jacket here. Remove all our debris. Clip it all off. So what we're going to do with this ground wire here, since there's nothing to ground to and it's a plastic box, is I'm going to fold it up really nice and small and put it up in the back of the box so it's out of the way of everything, so it doesn't touch anything that we don't want it to touch. So I'm getting it all folded up nice and small like that, and I'll be up in the back out of the way. We're going to use an Eaton light fixture. Okay, we'll close the screws we're not going to be using. Notice one is silver, one is brass. Here in the country I was born in, the live wire goes on the brass screw and the neutral goes on the silver colored screw. So we'll strip our wires. I'll take a smidgen more here. And you always make your loops the direction that the screw turns. Because if you put it around the screw the wrong direction, it won't tighten, it will open the loop.
Hey, you need the trunk line still? Alright, I'll bring that back up.
So I close it around the loop the direction that the screw turns. So you get a nice connection like that. And I'll do the black one, the same thing. Black is your live wire. See, I stripped that a little long, so I'm gonna open that up. I'm gonna just snip a little bit off of there. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. See how much I took off? Now I'm gonna close that loop up so it looks perfect, like that. I'm gonna bring it over to the other side of that little guide there. That helps it keep it from wrapping around there. That's how it should look, like that. Now I'll loosen up the screws that will hold it in the box here. I like these boxes with the screws in it. Then you don't have to mess around with the self-tapping screws that you have to fight with all the time. Okay, so this ground wire is up out of the way of everything, and I'm going to fold the black and white up so that they don't pinch on anything or short out, get in the way of something we don't want them to touch. So we're going to tap into this light here. This is controlled by a switch. See, we have two terminals here. Our black feed wire went to the white switch wire. And we have our ground wires here. So I'm going to tap open a place to put my wire into the box. Okay, so we'll get a couple staples up in here. And we'll get one more up here. Okay, so then we'll put our wire here. So you gotta carry your ground even though there's nothing to ground to on these lights. Because someday down the road somebody may hook an outlet up and you have to have it grounded. So all even on the end there. You never just twist them, you gotta put a wire nut or a crimp sleeve on it. I'm about the way, and I got some more debris here, so I got to make sure I get all that out of there. Okay, so I'll clip these a little shorter here. I'll put my white on silver. You never put two wires on one screw. Okay, so we're going to put the white over here on this other silver screw here. Okay, we can fold our black feed wire to the white switch wire back up in here again. Get that all up out of the way. I like a nice deep box too. You always put the wire on the screw the direction that the screw turns. Make sure the wire is around the screw and closed in around the loop, hugging the inside of the screw. Okay, that one's a little long, so I'm going to clip just a little smidgen off of this here. That's what we want right there. Yeah, that white one looks a little big, so I'm going to open that up again. And I'm going to just shorten that up just a smidgen, just a tiny little smidgen. And I'm going to get a tighter loop so it's hugging the inside of the screw. So what I'll do is I'll just take a little tiny smidgen off this here. And now I'll put it back around the screw. There, now it's hugging the inside of the screw better. Tight, 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 tight. Now I can fold my wires back up into the box and make sure they're not going to cross over and touch the opposing phase here when I push this up into the box. sure no wires are pinched. Now that area is lit. Alrighty, so that is how to add a light from another light here in the country I was born in. We use a 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps for lights most generally, and you can use 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps also. And you always switch your live wire. You always put your black wire on the brass screw and the white on the silver, because the black is live and the white is neutral. And when you have your ground wires and nothing to ground to, you always wire nut them together, because someday down the road somebody may add an outlet and you want to have a good ground going to that outlet. Peace. Thanks for watching.